Good evening, everyone.
Oh.
Hi, Johnny. I am Jed. I put link in, but there's this bloody love art thing, and I can't pin it till somebody else comments. There you go. Thank you, Mr. P. So there you go. So yeah, Mr. P commented, and it moved up so I could pin it. Like my new top. One what Chris bought me for my birthday. I was a bit dubious wearing it because last time I put it on it was showing all my cleavage, but it looks alright. Hey ho. So there you go. In cats and dogs here. Is this the beginning of the, what is it? Babette. So yeah. Somebody can't hear it. Absolutely pelting it down. So just at it. Hiya, James. How are you? Yeah, we're in for a storm called Babette. They reckon Scotland's going to get it worse than us. They're on red warning. The rest of the UK is on like yellow warning. So, but it's absolutely raining cats and dogs here at the moment. So, has the tuck gone back out in it, baby? Has tuck gone back out in that rain?
Yep. I think it's stopped raining now.
You see? I can tell it hadn't stopped raining because I can hear it this side. It's absolutely raining cats and dogs.
We're very nice dog.
Yeah. Oh, saying that to a dog that don't like rain or water for that fact. So yeah, but yeah, you don't get biscuit out when it's raining. Yeah. Anyway, so just to let you know, pumpkin cookies were absolutely gorgeous. You wouldn't know that they were made with pumpkin puree in it. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. I tell you something, Amjad. You know, for like the Rice Crisp things next week, I thought, oh, I'll look on Amazon, see if they've got any of them mini Rolos. I went, Chris, come here a minute. So I said, am I seeing things or am I seeing things? For 103 grams, 103 gram pouch of mini Rolos, nearly £8. And I went, am I seeing things or what? And he went, how much for one bag of Rolos? But this is the thing. Weren't you live on somebody's with somebody on the panel other night? James, I think I saw it as I were. But anyway, so I scrolls a bit further down and somebody was selling like about, I don't know, 8 or 10 pouches for £10. And I went to Chris, well, how does that work out? They're trying to sell one bag for nearly £8, yet you scroll a bit further down and you can get like 8 or 10 bags for a tenner. Hi, Tracy. Oh, okie dokie then.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, I about dropped off my chair, Johnny. You want nearly £8 for one bag of mini Rolos.
Take it piss on everything, don't they?
I have to shout Chris over and say to him, am I seeing things or what? So he looked and he went, "It says what they made on." I says, "What?" He says,
Price of
"Yeah,
everything's double.
one bag, and there's only like 103 grams in it." And then I scrolled a bit further down. You can get about, I don't know, 8 or 10 bags for 10 quid. So I says, who's daft enough to pay nearly 8 quid for one bag when you can get about... Anyway, so I says to Chris, I says, let's have a look down at our Asda. If you ain't got any, just get me normal Rolos. I says, I don't want you searching all Hill and Darndale just for bloody mini Rolos. I says, if that's the case, I says, just get me normal ones. This is that topper runabout, Johnny.
Pull it down a bit. Come on.
I've had to sort of...
No, we're only adjusting down, not up.
No. But yeah,
It's very nice.
Thank you. It's one Chris bought me for my birthday.
I'll pull mine down a bit.
Hi, Tim. How are you? Oh.
I've got a cracking set for a bloke.
But anyway, same as I say, I was saying, now should I wear it? Shouldn't I? But yeah, I says, oh, sod it, I'm going to put it on anyway. But
why not? Looks good. It looks suits you.
Yeah, it's one that I ordered them, but Chris paid for them for my birthday. And you seen that?
What about wearing it in winter though? You might think, oh, there's a draft.
I might have to block the gap.
Yeah. A bit chesty.
Yeah. But yeah.
I didn't say ultra.
No, he said it was a nice top. But yeah.
All I said is reveal.
Well, we're on Easy's one night, and I got this top on. I said, "Well, I'm just going to change my top, because I've got another one that's all sparkly and everything. It's basically like a going out top, if you want, for a better word." And I thought, oh, it's a bit over the top because it's got like all these like rhinestones and whatever. So I changed into this one, but when I put it on, Tracy, it felt right low, and you could see me cleavage and everything. So I took that off and I put another one on. Johnny says that were a quick wardrobe change. I said, that's not the only thing. I says, I tried another one on. I says, and last minute changed my mind. But one of the things that how I wear them culottes, Tracy knows what I'm talking about. Them they're not shorts, but they're not trousers. I ordered a pair, and they're called, what are they called? Mid-axis culottes. But they are, obviously I've got short legs. So basically they were like trousers. But the bottoms are very wide. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I know he's only jesting, Tracy. I should know him by now, Tracy. What did you reckon to Tracy's cookies last night?
She's got an issue. She could come up and give me a flash. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, I've had a few. Tracy's counting them now.
But you see ours, we are having pumpkin. You think, I wonder what. But they honestly, they're lovely. You wouldn't know that they were pumpkin chocolate chip.
I'll take him nowhere.
But yeah,
I'll take you everywhere. What are you about?
And here's me.
No, I haven't really done them all in.
I can't get Chris. I can't get such a Chris. No way, no how. Well, you know what to do, Tracy. You'll have to make them again.
Well, she didn't make that many. So. I've got the new thing.
Oh, the thermal coupling.
Yeah. That's a sensor thing. That tells the cooker to leave the gas on.
It looks like a torture implement.
The that sensor on the end is in the flame, and it tells the oven to keep the gas on.
Oh yeah, so that's why it's sort of once you've turned it off, it's
Well,
not.
that one, if you look at the one in the oven, it's all rusted and all that. So it's all copper. You just bend it out slowly and just follow the steps.
It'd be like a new oven when you put that on, Johnny.
They're all different connectors. It's a universal fit one.
But yeah,
it only goes in the sensor. Gas doesn't go through this. It's just an actual.
Yeah, it's just like a temperature sensor, isn't it?
Well, that wire goes back to a box on the back of the oven, and that's the sensors that tells everything to switch on and switch off.
For your information, Johnny, she says she's thinking of making some more later on.
Oh yeah, whatever. Should be asleep later.
But anyway, same as I say, I've come to conclude. I've got everything for them Rice Krispie things apart from the Rolos, and I ain't paying nearly £8 for one bag of mini Rolos off of Amazon. I thought I'll look just as, you know.
That's insane, isn't it? You'd want a tub for that.
Honestly, Johnny, I thought I was seeing things. I said £7.90 something for one bag of Rolos. And I went, I had to shout Chris over and I says, am I seeing things, or is that £7 something for a bag of Rolos? I says, you know where they can stuff them, where sun don't shine.
Well, you have to look twice at the price.
Yeah, I thought I was seeing things.
That only a £5, that.
But anyway, I says to Chris, I says, you'll have to have a look down at our house to see if they've got the mini Rolos in. If they haven't, I says, just get me normal ones. Nobody's going to know. And it's more of a mouthful, isn't it? A big Rolo instead of a small one. But it's something different. And I says to Chris, I says, it's something different to cookies, cupcakes, pies, or whatever.
In a blender? Can you stick the normal size ones in a blender just for a few seconds?
No, you've got to put a mole on top of pumpkins. It represents the stalk on the pumpkins.
You got 2 tins of apples. You got more than bloody 2 tins. You got about 20 tins. She's called it the tin fruit and tuna market.
I always buy tinned apples.
Hey, it's true, isn't it, Jeanette? Now it's true. Everything in our cupboards now is worth more than before.
Well, down at our Asda, a big tin of apples is about 80-90p. Well, same as I said to Chris, I says it cuts our total hassle of coring them, peeling them. You know, you've just got the apple slices, and it's Asda's own make.
I prefer the men from Del Monte.
Were it still a bit soggy then, Gordo? It says his banana bread turned out more like a bread pudding than a cake, but it was yummy, nearly all gone. But you see, Gordo messaged me and he said, basically, it's been in oven like an hour and it's... Oh, I bet it were. Ooh. But I've ordered with my shopping on Saturday, you know them bread mixers that Gordo were telling us about, the Wright's bread mixers. I've ordered cheddar cheese and sun-dried tomatoes. I'll show you. So that's what I wanted to ask you as well, Gordo. Do you actually put it in the loaf tin in your slow cooker to prove it? I would imagine so.
Keena's dress hasn't turned up at all from Amazon, you know, requesting a refund.
Oh.
Hermes have got it and they've lost it.
Say no more.
I didn't ask them to fucking deliver it though. Obviously, it won't from an. Well, it'll be from an Amazon shop.
What you mean, the bread tin?
It'll fit in. Right, it's starting to rain here now. Can hear it in the window. It wasn't a minute ago though. Yeah, it's definitely starting picking up here this afternoon.
They're the ones, aren't they? They do they only do 2 rice baking, cheddar, cheese and onion bread mix, and rice baking, cheddar and sun-dried tomato bread mix. So I've ordered the sun-dried tomatoes one. I thought, well, if that one turns out all right, I might have a go at other one. Well, you see, when Gordo messaged me, Tracy, he said that it calls for 3 large bananas, but it only got small ones, so he put 5 in. And I says, well, yeah. Well, I've got quite a big slow cooker.
Yeah, it's starting here now, Jeanette.
It's absolutely pissing it down here, Johnny.
About 5 minutes ago, it wasn't.
So run me through how you put it in your slow cooker to prove. Do you obviously put water at bottom and stand your bread tin in your slow cooker? So how do you stop the condensation from your lid dripping onto it? Do you put some underneath the lid or over top of your slow cooker to stop the condensation from dripping onto your bread? That were another question I wanted to ask you. But yeah, I said to Gordo, if I'd have been him and there were only small bananas, I'd have used 4 instead of 5. That could be the, how come it's stodgy. But that were another question I wanted to ask you, but I forgot all about messaging you. How do you stop the condensation from your, We see mine's only got 3 settings, low, medium and high. So, yeah. Do you put water in it or do you just put your bread tin in your slow cooker? See, this is all new to me, putting your bread in your slow cooker to prove it.
Is it windy at yours as well?
Yeah. Took like, it is in. I'm going to say took us out in it all. So would you say that man needs going on a medium setting? And do I need to put water in it? And what do you put over? Do you put a tea towel over it to stop condensation? Oh, no need to add water. And what do you use to stop the condensation dropping onto your bread? But yeah, mine's only got 3 settings, low, medium and high. So that's the thing. Do I put it on medium?
Jeanette, Tracy's asking you something.
What we're talking about now, Tracy? So Jeanette, do I? But what I'm saying is, yeah, stick it on low. Did you not put your lid on your slow? Because mine's got like a glass dome lid. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying is, if you put the lid on it and it starts getting warm, you're going to get condensation dripping onto your bread. So, like normally you put like a tea towel over it top to when it's proving, did you put some over top of your slow cooker to stop condensation dropping onto your bread? I've come up with all these questions. What you making, Tracy? I think
She better not be making a mess. I've tidied all up down there.
Oh, I'll have a go. Same as I say, I was just concerned about condensation dripping off it. Oh yeah. What I did, Tracy, if like you know that tub that you gave me, there were a few loose ones on top, so I got a few loose ones, and then what I did was I sort of tried, getting a few out. I put them in a dish, and I didn't defrost them, but how can I put it? I didn't defrost them completely. I just sort of put them on, for about a minute, and it sort of, so they're all like, separating. But yeah.
You lost me.
I mean, now you find your food processor, Tracy. That's all I did with my crumble. You just took everything in your food processor. All I did was put all my flour, my sugar, my butter in my food processor. Oh, it says after you've knocked the air out of it, shape your dough to an oval shape, then mould it into your tin. Okie dokie then. And just leave it till it's doubled in size. Okie dokie.
They all say that.
I thought God got triple in size.
Anyway, but yeah, and this is the thing as well, Tracy. Your tinned apples, and I found this out the other day. I made one apple and blackberry pie, and I completely forgot to put any sugar on top of fruit. Right? Put your apple slices in a bowl. Pour about 2 or 3 tablespoons full of sugar. And then I sprinkled some cinnamon on top. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, you don't want more blackberries than you do apples. You only need a handful, I'd say. Anyway, so yeah, just make sure you put about probably 2 or 3 tablespoons. Because you see that them tinned apples, they're just in like water or what? Yeah. So I drain my tinned apples through a sieve.
Get some in the syrup and all, don't you?
Yeah. Well, what I do is I drain them in my sieve till everything's drained off them. Put them in a bowl. Sprinkle sugar on it because it takes that tartness away from your apples and your blackberries.
No, buddy.
So once you've sort of sprinkled it, I'd say about 3 or 4 tablespoons. Don't need no more than that. And then I just sprinkle mine with my apple with a bit of cinnamon on top. Get a good mix, and then put my apples in my dish and sprinkle your blackberries on top. But
I haven't checked freebies tonight. What's going on?
The thing is, with a food processor, it cuts all rubbing together, and it's an easy, just whack it all in and okie dokie. Thank you very much, Gordo. But Saturday night it'll either be, oh crap, it's gone wrong, or yeah, I've made some.
You know what he's just written there? What is it? Double proving.
Double proving and moulding of the bread.
I'm thinking, what's he got to prove?
Thank you, Gordo. Appreciate that.
I'm thinking, what's he got to prove? Tracy had a bed maker at last house and made some bread.
Well, with this, same as Gordo says, it's like the old caboodle. You don't need no you know, separate yeast or whatever. Everything's there for you to make your own bread.
Mm. We had a machine where you just whacked everything in and it stirred it all, add water.
But it's yeah, it's sort of one thing that I've never.
It's the smell of a freshly baked loaf, though, isn't it? You can't beat that smell, can you?
No.
Even if you don't eat it, I do respect that smell. I can't ever go back to bread. If I start on bread, that's it.
He says it's for a chili bread, but the method's the same. Yeah.
I'll always be healthier than what I was as long as I stay away from the bread.
Well, that's it. That's it. I mean, you know,
it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. There you go.
But yeah, I mean, I've made bread, but it were many years ago.
Yeah, say what last house we've been at this house nearly 10 years now. Well, you don't have to stop eating it, do you?
She says yeah. She says yeah, she's got it somewhere, or she give it to Kath.
She told me off for when I went shopping the other day for not buying a loaf of bread. So you're not the only one in this house. I said, you've got a seeded loaf in the freezer.
But same as I say, they're the only two that has to do, I think, by looks things. And I says, well, if this one turns out all right, I'll probably get other ones, see what that one's like as well. Ooh.
Oh, he's getting all posh now. I've got Lurpak.
But
just showing off now, isn't
it? When he messaged me the other day, he ran about he made some chili jam and
sweet chili.
Chili jam.
Mm.
But he says, well, put it this way. He says it were hot. And that's Gordo talking that's got marked like asbestos.
Oh, I can't eat out. I'm not a spicy person, really. Only in bed. I knit the covers.
Funny thing is, Gordo, I've just downloaded. It says slow cooker apple sponge. So you want, you know,
darling, you're so hot tonight. You won't need this quilt, will you?
They are actually mincemeat cookies.
I'm just gonna translate for Gordo. It was fucking hot, he said.
But they like them thumbprint cookies, but you put a spoonful of mincemeat on them. I thought, well, it's something different, isn't it?
Roasted pepper soup? I'm not sure about that. See, I don't like soup now, because the old thing about soup for me was dipping a big buttered bread roll in the middle of it.
And that's the parking that I were on about last night, the proper Yorkshire, traditional Yorkshire parking.
When I used to have soup, I'd butter about 5 slices, right, and put them in triangles around the bowl. Oh dear.
Oh, what the mincemeat cookies, Tracy? I thought, well, it's something different. You don't get cookies with a teaspoon of mincemeat in the middle of them. They basically that like them thumbprint cookies, and they're called thumbprint because you put an indent in your cookies, and then put a spoonful of mincemeat.
Every fruit you can think of in that cupboard.
That's that slow cooker apple sponge pudding.
You have to do that one where what was it? She got loads of tins of bloody mandarins.
Oh dear. I found this as well. Tracy.
I thought it was a slice of pizza. I thought that was a pizza slicer.
Deep dish red velvet cookie cake.
Oh, that'd be like an industrial version of your buns.
But
They
yeah,
were nice. They were nice. You made a mess on your all over my beard trying to eat the bloody.
they were a bit messy, I must admit.
Yeah.
You know, with red food colouring. That were Callum's only critic. Oh, you know.
Tracy will have to show you that one we've got going. I'm sure that's one that does all that. Does everything, literally everything. It did that.
Yeah,
it did them cookies perfectly.
Tracy says, I love the mincemeat, never thought of them. But that's what I thought when I seen them. I thought, well, it's something unusual.
Oh, she always grabs mince pies at Christmas. She loves mince pies.
But you see, you know, knowing me, I don't sort of go down the traditional path of mince pies at Christmas because I've got some.
I like Bakewells.
Mince pie muffins.
Bakewells. I love Bakewells.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Bakewell tarts. I always like them.
She says she's already got a jar in. Well, I'll send you a recipe then, Tracy. You can make them.
What's that one that's crisscross? It's a little square-like cake. Is it marzipan?
What, cross bun?
No. It's like a long rectangle-shaped cake. It's got like a white fondant-y stuff around it and then crisscross of pink and cream.
Fondant fancies?
Oh, what they call it?
Help me out here a bit, Tracy.
Marzipan cake, is it?
Strudel, Gordo said.
Angel cake. Yeah, that might be it. Tracy knows. God, it is peanut down there.
Yeah, that like the angel cake. Are we on about that one that's got 3 different coloured layers?
It's not only about that big. It's like a square shape but long rectangular one, and it's pink and cream, and it's got like a white cream in the middle. Then it has like a wrap of this like parmesan stuff.
Got a clue?
No, I don't mean cheese. Wrong fucking thing. Parmesan. Wrong one. Fucking hell. What's it called? Marzipan. Fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Simnel cake.
I don't know, but it's not fucking parmesan.
See, only thing that I know that uses marzipan is a Christmas cake.
Let me find it.
And a simnel cake, like Easter. I haven't got a clue what he's on about, Tracy. You know, it's sort of, from the description, I can't make head nor tails of what he's talking about.
I might have might have said it wrong.
But you see, if it's angel cake, you don't put marzipan.
There it is. Sorry, Battenberg.
Oh, Battenberg. I get you now.
Got it now. Nothing like what I was saying.
So nobody were even close to getting what you were on about. But yeah, you do put marzipan on Battenberg. It's like,
I do like it.
You know how you do that? You put it in a normal tin, right? Hi, Joel. I'm Jack. Got it first. But anyway, you do it in a normal tin, but you put you can make like different compartments. So you do 2 yellow and 2 pink. Yeah, I saw that, Gordo. Anyway, so that's how you do it. That's like, or you can make them like thing and then just cut them in half. So you've like got 4 squares and then cover it in marzipan.
Tracy's had the eating on.
Nah, that's why I don't like Battenberg very much. It's because I don't like marzipan, you see. So, and that's why, you know, like birthday
I don't
cake.
like too much. I don't like too much of it because it's sicklish. Soon gets, you know.
Like Christmas cakes and whatever. Hi, Crypto, how are you?
I like the fruit cake you have with icing on top and you have it at Christmas with a bit of cheese.
But yeah, no, I don't like
Is
the,
that Christmas cake?
yeah,
Is that what they
the
call
icing
Christmas
or the
cake?
marzipan on Christmas cake.
Yeah.
But
What's that bit in between the icing? Is that marzipan?
yeah, because you make your fruit cake, you cover it with the marzipan, then you let it sit for a bit before. But it's like royal icing. It's not like normal
Yeah.
icing. It's like very sweet royal icing.
I like that with a bit of cheese.
But Gordo says he likes Bakewell tarts as well.
I see, I've got to get birthday out of the way first.
You see, Chris likes the Bakewell tarts, but he don't like the red cherries on top.
Oh, I like the red cherry.
Well, I do.
Cherry's already been popped.
I do. So I get his cherry as well. Callum likes them as well, but it's just Chris don't like the glassy cherries what you put on top.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'll eat the other bit though.
Yeah, the cake bit's all right. It's just the cherry that you put on top of a traditional cherry Bakewell.
And he gets the cherries as well, says God.
Because it's like how can I put it? Almond flavour, isn't it? But yeah, Chris, he likes the Bakewell itself, Bakewell tart itself. It's just the cherry on top that he don't like. And Gordo says he gets the cherries as well. That's it, Gordo. Me and you get cast-offs, you see, that nobody else wants.
I've decided to let that corner overtake itself because I'm not. The fence is knackered in it, and there's no way am I cutting through all them brambles to put a new fence up.
But
I'll just let it take over because there's ivy all over it as well. So if I'll just leave it while next year, it should just take over the fence. And then I'll just trim it back like it's hedges. But I'm not. You've seen them brambles. I will get cut to ribbon.
I bet.
Try to get rid of that lot. Plus, it stops anybody ever climbing over my fence from that side. They get ripped to shreds. Some of the branches off them brambles are so big it's on top of the bloody caravan roof. Note to self, come on once Todger when meeting Crypto. Oh dear.
Says she likes a lot of things covered in chocolate.
Yo, Gary.
Hi, Gary. How are you?
How did England do at football yesterday? I don't even know.
Won.
Against who?
Italy, I think. Baby, who did England beat last night? Were it Italy?
Yes.
Thought it were.
Easy peasy. Gary!
He's a bit behind the 8 ball. It's all right. I'm just looking for Bakewell tart. I'm saying nothing.
I used to play rugby when I was a kid, but I don't know.
It's like a yeah, they're like pastry, a fragipan filling. You put ground almonds in it and almond extract. It's somewhere and knocking about. Oh, we're talking about football. England played Italy last night. So
Quiet night.
anyway, I've just downloaded a recipe for the mini Bakewell tart. So yeah, that could be a future.
You can make it a small plate size. They don't have to be little.
I'm on about individual like tartlets. They're called.
Yeah, I want one you can cut into 3.
Oh dear.
So I can find them out on plate.
I don't think she's fussed either way, just as long as it's chocolate. But yeah, being as we were talking about Bakewell tarts, yeah, I've just done a
So it's wanging windy now. Can you hear it?
you can get a Battenberg cheesecake as well. Ooh.
That sounds alright.
But you know, like how you do like a biscuit thing,
Yeah.
you use a Battenberg cake. If you know what I mean.
Instead of having like biscuits bottom to it.
Yeah.
God, I'm discussing baking. What's going on, Jeanette?
I know.
Well, if this doesn't fix it, there'll be a fucking gap. That's all I'm saying. It's humiliating me, that bloody other. Mind you, do you know the other one that won't stay late and I kicked it? The main oven, I bet that's all that were wrong with it, you know. That thermocouple thing,
It says,
I bet that went on that one.
Battenberg is a light sponge cake with different sections held together with jam. So you sort of hold them together with jam.
Yeah. You do it with cream and all, don't you?
But yeah.
Well, I don't need to play rain. I don't need to play rain sounds tonight.
Oh dear. It's like it's going to be in for the night by that looks of things.
All day, all night, it's saying on Met Office week.
Bro, according to weather thing that I've just seen, it says, yeah, much the same for tomorrow.
I've been doing stuff in house anyway, sorting it out. So
yeah. Hey, oh, that's no. Chris is on a fitness kick thing. He's done another, what were it?
2.1 mile walk.
Yeah, 2.1 mile walk today. Just right down to his local park. He's got this app on his phone.
I've still got the scooter because I had a time waster.
Oh dear.
The day he was supposed to buy it, not a message, no message, and I'm not running after him. So.
But anyway, what's it called again?
What?
That app.
Hang on a minute.
And it sort of tracks that while you're walking and whatever.
It's called Relive. RELIVE.
Yeah, Relive.
Free as well.
Yeah.
You have to pay for extra.
The app. It's an app that.
I've got that watch. I got to do that. Wherever I put it.
But anyway, so he only went to park, but he did quite a bit walking. And when he got back, it said he'd done 2.1 mile. But He'll not be
Yeah,
going
look,
out. He'll not be going anywhere tomorrow.
That watch does that sports thing.
Oh yeah,
Taking,
yeah.
step counter and all that. Heart rate monitor and everything. You know some of the stuff I got off that team you haven't been bad at all. I'll give all my information to China, but Britain's got a file anyway.
Oh,
Britain's got a file. China might as well. So, you buy everything you buy, even if you buy it from a British company, is made in China. So that Temu thing kind of cuts out the middleman. I think that's why all the stuff's so cheap on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said to Chris.
But China's famous for copying stuff as well.
It's because it's a Chinese company, and mostly stuff's made in China. You know, that's why they can.
Even if you think, oh, I'll pay extra and buy British, you'll still end up. It's still saying made in China on it.
Oh, that's it.
I think tool-wise and that, though, the big
Tommy's
copies.
asking what ADHD is. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. That's.
Oh, back in our day, we called it being a little twat.
But yeah.
Didn't there? There were no such thing. They were getting the corner and doing, used to have a thick table at school.
But,
do that now,
yeah, just Google it, Tommy. It tell you all you need to know. But that's what it stands for. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or something like that.
Sticky at thick corner next to the lad who sticks crayons up his nose. That's what Luke's got there. Luke's got that as well.
What, ADHD?
Yeah, and autism and everything. I think he had lack of oxygen with Luke. That's why he's
this is the thing, Gary.
Being a chav.
Yeah, it's not being a chav. It's just another spectrum. I think it's sort of linked to autism and everything. I'm not.
If you say all e-numbers in sweets and stuff, though, what kids eat.
Hi, Raphael, how are you?
All the food colorings and sugars and no wonder kids fucking are hyperactive and all that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I do know what ADHD stands for. Because see, this is the thing. Callum, they went through all these things that, it could be this, it could be that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean?
The spectrum, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, this is what I always say, Johnny. It don't matter, I understand.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
You know what I mean? I understand what these people are going through. And we don't discriminate about
My mum's had loads of kids over the years that had proper behavioural issues and stuff like that as well.
But yeah, I don't discriminate, My
mum once had a little boy called Charlie, and he punched her in the face while she was driving, got out on the motorway when she pulled up, and refused to get back in the cars. Cars had to stop and try and get him back in car. Oh, police around it, fucking tough. Right, all this in the middle of the motorway and all.
But yeah, you know what I mean? There's certain levels of it, and he
used to talk with this right posh voice. I don't know if it's part of his autism or something, but he used to talk with this really posh voice, but he won't posh at all. We're off a council estate. It just put on this voice and then get angrier and angrier, and God knows what's happened to him. That he'd be 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah, but I think in a way it's all linked to the autism.
Some have obsession, some have, they're hyperactive. It's just, like I say, there's different spectrums of it, isn't there?
But you see, the thing with Callum, I mean, there's something called dyspraxia as well.
To be honest, Gary, he got that violent towards the end that I thought you got a future fucking murderer there on your hands. Because he couldn't control himself.
it's like with Callum, he's got to have a set routine.
Yeah, he
And
gets
if you
upset.
differentiate away from that set routine, he starts panicking. And I think that's where the anxiety and the panic attacks, you know what I mean? It's like
Remember
when you
I told you about that little boy at Luke's home and he was right cuddling up to me and he fucking bit me on my tit.
I can remember that.
We were right loving this little boy, Gary. And then the care workers were like, oh, he likes you, but let me just warn you, sometimes he likes to. He fucking bit me right on the tit. And I screamed out right loud in the middle of this fucking kid's party.
But yeah, and it's like when they were at school, he used to go out to school at a set time, right? And he used to catch the same bus, same time every day. And then I'd get a phone call from the bus stop that this bus ain't come. What am I going to do? I'm going to be late for school. I says, look, Callum, I says the buses run every 10 minutes. Yeah. I said, so if they've missed that one out, there'll be another along in 10 minutes. I says, and you won't be late for school. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. His missus is ADHD. Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm not. I like to clean out.
Okie dokie then, Gordo. I'll see you in a bit.
I spent all day today tidying my house.
But yeah, it's like he's, you know, this was the thing other day. His college thing don't start till 1:30. Now he leaves here dead on 1 o'clock, right? And then I said something to him about because Biscuit's tummy were a bit upset. And I said something to him, and he kept saying, I can't, I'm going to be late. I can't, I'm going to be late. Hi, Terry, how are you? I says, look, Callum, I says, it takes 10 minutes to walk down there. I says, the time is now 1:05. I says, even if, oh, bless you, even if you leave.
When you're at college, they're not that bothered if you're a few minutes later.
But they know what it's like at college, you see, so they give them a bit of leeway. You know what I mean? But it's like he's got to leave it.
Yeah, he's got it in his head that it has to be at this time and they have to be doing this.
He's got to leave at 1 o'clock. Any later and he's going to be late. He's not going to be late because it's like a 10-minute walk.
I mean, I think a lot of Luke's behaviour in the end were just down to the fact of all the lockdowns and stuff because he was right used to going to school and.
Yeah, and that is spot on, Gary. It's like, even though it's like, yeah, you're leaving 5 minutes later than what you normally do, but you're still not going to be late.
Luke nearly had a 100% attendance in it, and after all the crap of lockdown and stuff, he didn't want to go to school anymore.
And this is what I'm saying. Callum has got to stick to a routine, otherwise he has a meltdown. You know what I mean? I mean, not a meltdown as such, he starts panicking and, you know, that brings on a panic attack and then he's going anxious and, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know what I mean? It's frustrating sometimes because I sort of say to him, look, Callum, even if you leave at 10:05, you're still going to get to college on time. You're still going to get to college in time for your lesson.
Can't you walk down there? It's not far.
Just walk. He walks it there and back. But he's probably, I think he goes to his mum's on a Wednesday shopping, and then he's got to take shopping back. And I don't know. It probably be in little bit later.
Plus the weather's a bit shite. Weather's a bit shite as well.
Yeah, but anyway, same as I say. It is frustrating at times, but you have to explain to him, you know, if you sort of, you know, explain things to him, it makes him feel a lot better. So, but, you know, talk of the devil in the sure to appear.
Okay, not same again.
Can you hear?
can't hear again. Oh, shit. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Sound card might be on its way out. Oh dear.
I can hear him doing a lot of clicking. Hey up. His ears, Tommy, it's just that we can hear him, but he can't hear us.
Yeah,
He had the same problem last night, and he just shut everything down and restarted, and it were fine. But
This he's going to be opening one of his little Velux windows. So I spent a week with mine thinking, can I smell burning plastic?
yeah, quite literally.
But luckily, it's got a secondary fan on the side of the tower, and that kept kicking in all the time. But I'm wondering why.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because we're clogged up with that much dust and whatever. It's first of all, it's going to slow it down. Top with this pot. He had exactly the same problem last night. He can't hear us, but we can hear him. And basically he had to go, shut everything down and restart, and that solved the problem. But obviously it's re-emerged again.
Yeah. Tripping over everything, yeah.
What, the dot thing or the dot pot? Oh dear. But anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was here, Joel. He's gone again. Got the same problem as he had last night. Sounds like aliens just coming into land, Johnny.
It's my compressor. I'm just going to shut. This is what I used to clean the computer with.
Oh. I thought aliens were coming into land.
It's for airbrush artwork. It's a little mini compressor.
I'm going to say it's like a mini compact one, isn't it?
I've ordered the attachment so you can blow your car tires up with it. It goes up to 90 psi though. Listen, pretty powerful. Yeah. Well, I use that to clean all that tower out with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tank turns itself off, and then look.
Oh, it's still got wind in its sails.
Kicks back in to pump it back up. But that was brilliant at cleaning computer though.
I bet.
But that's what it's for. That little cap on there, you unscrew it and you put paint or and stuff in it.
Oh right, yeah.
It's got like a little tiny little pin looking.
Like a nozzle, like a.
From the end, you'll see.
Yeah.
You know. See the tiny nozzle. I see it like a pin.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's.
Is that a tattoo thing?
No, it's a spray art for designs.
Oh, well, I thought it looked like a tattoo thing.
No, I'm not trying, is it? No, I only paid 20 quid. It popped up on Facebook for 20 quid. Well, I wanted 25, but you know me. So I'll give you 20. If they're selling it for 25, they'll still sell it for 20, won't they? Oh, there you go.
Tommy says he's just got to get some out his car. He'll be back by Monday.
Well, it's pretty good, isn't it? It looks. Yeah. I mean, you. I love a gadget. You know.
That's something I meant to have a look at. See if you got them. Terry's mint orange, mint. I don't know what do you call them. Terry's. You can't call them a chocolate orange, can you?
if you leave the air in, it puts water in the tank. So they rust out quick.
Hey, look, when we first moved here, Gary, we never seen trick-or-treaters. Yeah, Raphael says they're cool, very quiet. We never had trick-or-treaters. And now, oh God, we're probably going to have...
I've got a big compressor in my workshop. One that you can use in a garage. Yeah.
Terry's chocolate mint. That sounds more like it, Terry. Yeah. Because you can't really call it a chocolate orange because it's not orange, is it? It's mint.
So it'd be Terry 9 Terry chocolate mint. Say that after a few drinks.
But yeah, this is the thing. When we first moved here, we never had no trick-or-treaters. And for the first couple of years, we get like these either fun size things or, you know, sweets in a bag and just, you know. Anyway, for the first couple of years, we never had any. And then all of a sudden, we've got millions, and I bet all Vicky Pollard's kids come to the door. Hiya, Anthony, how are you?
I saw some kids doing.
Same as Chris says, with ring the doorbell, you can shout, naff off, we ain't got no. I say, with that ring doorbell, you can say, naff off, we ain't got no. We aren't going to.
Some kids were doing bloody Pennyfoot Guy outside of B&M over there, so you can nap off.
Hey, I hadn't seen anybody doing Pennyfoot Guy. I mean, we used to do it every year. You'd probably make about, you know, because there were 3 of us. So you'd probably make about £1 each. Thought you'd won lottery.
I fancy a drink. Which one shall I have? I don't want pink gin, do I? Yeah.
Are you looking through your basket?
Yeah. I don't want a bottle that big because I'll be on the floor.
But
I'm not looking forward to a certain thing tomorrow. So
you see, we always buy each other a Terry's chocolate orange for Christmas. But I might change my order this year and get a mint one. Ask for a mint one. You know, I buy Chris one. He buys, you know, and Callum, you know.
I like it Christmas, a mint chocolate Violetta.
Mr. Dot's back.
One more sound. What the freaking hell?
Yeah.
He's still not got no.
The piss now is this?
Oh dear.
It seems ever since he did that live stream on Sunday.
I can hear you through YouTube, but not through StreamYard. What the hell?
Do they put them in a bigger box, Terry? So you don't know it's one.
Hello, Joanne. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me. Hello, Joanne.
Yeah.
Hello, Crypto. Hello, Terry. Hello, Gary. I'm just going through. I can't hear anybody.
We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying hello to everybody. Joel, Gary, Tommy, Crypto. But I can't hear anybody. No, this is bollocks.
What's port taste like? I'm not going to want port.
What the hell's going on?
It's a bit like sherry, isn't it? But we're with like a richer taste.
Mm. It's extra dry.
Am I done? Right,
I wouldn't say every day. I wouldn't say every day, Tommy. I don't cook cakes every day, but
Well, got all bits floating around in that.
Or is it?
The gin.
Oh,
Bloody opening that.
Don't look very appetising, Johnny.
Oh, look at it. Good job I didn't open that. Look at it. Like bloody manky bits floating around in it. Like.
Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah, no, it isn't. What's sell-by date though? Fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, Richard says it can hear us fine on YouTube side, but not StreamYards.
Oh my God! If I'd have opened that.
But you see, one year, what we did, I think we bought, It was
Look,
something little anyway.
That's it sideways. Look, see how bits flowing there.
It looks like it. You know that fungi what you get on water, on top of water.
Yeah.
Anyway, we bought him something small, so we put it in a box, and we put it in another box, and then we put it in another box. So by the time we'd done it, we're in a great whacking box like this. He thought, "Ooh, what's this?" So we opened it, and he says, "It's another box inside." I went, "Yeah." Open that one. So we're like about 4 boxes, and eventually got to his.
Oh yeah, it's done it on that one. I know. That's another.
Hi, Bexy. How are you?
It's stood on its side with air. Look, you can see it marking glass. Look.
Somebody tell Johnny why that. It's what is it supposed to be? Gin.
Port. Extra dry port. They've both gone funny. That's got all bits in there, though. The whiskey will be all right. The whiskey should be fine.
It's
Not wrong with that, is it? That's clear.
We did it exactly the same to put Callum off scent to where it were, and when he opened it and it was this, I forget where it were. Can you remember? No, I mean it was like something small, but we'll put it in a box and then put that box in another box, and where it is. I don't know. I can't remember. I've been to bed since then. John is inspecting all his drinks now.
Oh, I'm not dying.
So nothing.
My mum likes pink gin.
Third time lucky.
Right with settings.
Can you not hear us?
Can hear you perfectly through YouTube, but nothing through.
No, I thought third time would be a charm.
God, the hell have I done?
You actually logged in properly on stream,
Yeah,
I do. You have to be done.
Terry says a mature pork can have quite a bit of sediment as the pigments and tannins bond and fall out of the solution, a natural process of aging.
I hate drinking that.
Terry says it not hurt you. So if you're barfing up and, you know.
Update, I can shit through the eye of a needle.
Terry says that's fresh from Google.
Well, it's not fresh in the bottle.
Tim says this time last week he was sat in a hotel room in Manchester.
I just could get in.
They might put hairs on your chest, Johnny.
I'm gonna try the pink gin.
Not that.
It's like I some sound. I don't mind it. So.
Not that one with bits in then.
So having issues. Yeah, flipping, I'm having issues.
But you see, the thing is, Raphael is inherited them from his mother. Now, it got a bottle of whiskey that's about 24 years old.
No, it's a 10-year-old malt whiskey. It's dated 2003.
Crypto says get tea strainer out. Oh dear. Hi, Scotty, how are you?
I'm going to be manly and try the pink gin.
Yeah. Get one of Tracy's sieves.
Well, that smells quite nice, that.
Good evening.
Hello, Anthony.
Hiya, Anthony.
I can't hear you, but
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm playing a game here. It's called Guess What Everybody's Saying.
Oh.
We had exactly the same problem last night, Anthony.
Same problem last night.
Yeah.
It's like watching one of them old films. They said when they didn't have no sound.
We've got to talk slowly so Richard can understand what we're saying.
Yeah.
I need to check the date on this.
No,
I can start the car with this.
It's got a port, Scotty, but it's got like all sediment and whatever in it.
No, lumps.
It's like a green stuff floating about in it.
I've just had a little sip of this. Jesus H. Christ.
Make good paint stripper.
2004. 37.5% in 2004.
Oh dear. It bloke cobwebs away.
Yeah. Cheers.
Muted.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know why it muted.
I don't know. Johnny's trying.
He didn't like that.
Scotty says veterans are just down it in one.
Hello, Crypto.
I think it's the fact, Scotty, as well. It's got like green stuff floating about in it.
Well, this pink gin's matured for 20 years.
For now.
Fucking hell, that is strong, Anthony. Whoa.
I bet.
Is it making your eyes water, Johnny?
My nipples are beating up. We're eating nips.
Oh, dear.
Woo.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll use air compressor.
Air compressor.
Yeah, look, Anthony. Little
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Used it to clean the computer over there.
Your Tracy
right.
says leave the gin.
Oh, she would. She don't like me having a drink. I'm not dealing with you, piss. Well, it's all right when I'm dealing with, it's all right when I'm dealing with you when you're ripping bathroom door off.
Ripping the bathroom door off.
Last time she got so shit-faced, she ripped the bathroom door off.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
But
She once got so shit-faced, you outside Leeds Town Hall telling coppers to fuck off. And I'm going, look, I'm not that drunk, officer. Please let me get her on.
Tracy's a little pocket rocket, just like Kath. Oh, she wants it. She's told you to leave it because she wants it.
She wanted it.
Please don't arrest her, officer. She's absolutely shit.
Good enough excuse there, Tracy.
Too late, he's drunk it.
Not that way. She thought somebody had nicked her coat, right? But I had her coat. But she come out of the fucking toilet, saw this lass wearing her coat like hers, fucking pinned it to the wall, said, "You've nicked my fucking coat." I walk up behind her and say, "What's up, love?" Holding her coat. Oh, that were it. Oh, carried on with bouncers outside. I got her up this tunnel thing out towards where Leeds Town Hall is. And the coppers pulled up. What's going on? And she was telling them to fuck off as well.
Oh, dear. Oh,
You only say to coppers, please don't arrest her. I'm sober. I'll get her home. Ignore her.
Yeah.
Where are you cunts when you need them? Fucking
Yeah. Correct lip breathing.
Oh, plus my mate were drinking and he laughed, and when he laughed, he spit it out and it spit in Tracy's face. She went fucking hate it. So she was ready on the way.
Oh.
She won the vodka and all.
Oh.
Where are you now, Anthony?
I'm back in King's Lynn now.
Are you back in King's Lynn now?
Yes.
Well,
Back in
cheers,
King's
I'm off
Lynn.
to Bottom Moon.
Button Moon. We've been to Button Moon. Button Moon.
Jeez, you could start the car with this, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, lovely pink taste of her.
Slap upside her face.
Honestly, it's going down the body. Can't you feel it working its way down my fucking...
Get that warm, fuzzy feeling as it's going down, Johnny.
I'm glad it's only a little bottle. I've only drunk that much.
Flipping out. Oh, here's
Hi,
Scotty.
Scotty.
Hi, Scotty.
Show Scotty
These look like-
that pork that he's showing us.
Well, they weren't even bleeding. No, that's definitely not. they're veterans. They drink anything.
Well, I'll send it
Tell
to
you
you.
what, they love to drink with.
Hi,
Yeah, I'll
Shanda.
probably end up drinking it, to be fair, especially the day I
Yeah,
don't.
look.
Hello,
Oh,
I'll
Shandog.
put it sideways. Hang on.
Ah, nothing wrong with that.
No.
No. God.
Put hairs on your chest, Johnny.
Tell you
Sure,
what,
I do not need the heating on.
tell you what, right? You show a
You'll be
veteran
right,
that, they'll
lad,
be
get it
taking a
down,
right nick. Tell you.
That
Like,
has
yes,
got
get
loads
it
of
down,
sediment,
yeah.
but it's actually got staining inside the glass. Look.
Age of show of age, that. I don't know
That-
how much about
that would
port, but I know
think
it goes down the
that
neck
way.
pretty well.
I'll use
I
it
know
for
that
cleaning
much.
my grasses.
Yeah, I know
I use it as
port goes
grass
down the
seed.
neck pretty well. I was on the port last Remembrance Sunday. Previous one I had rum. I went, wait a minute, what sort of rum is this? I lost my socks. They've gone halfway down the bleeding drive there. They're walking out the cemetery, won't they? Telling you.
That's still burning my tits.
Let's go
that
chase
thing.
after them.
My
You're right on
lips
there,
are
What's
eventually.
in that one, Johnny?
That's rhubarb and rosy gin.
Choo whip woo to you too, Crypto.
And I'm not sure if that's to do with drinking or baking.
Mr. Palmer, hello.
With that logo, that is questionable, actually,
Parmesan
yes.
violet cupcake gin.
What the?
Well,
I mean,
the clue's in
Gin's a no-go
anything.
to me anyway. But
Gin.
yeah, the clue
The
is
clue's in the
gin.
first fucking
They will
sip.
put weird flavours in it.
That Tracy says that, sirs.
Yeah. My response to that
Sure,
one
you
is
be on
you
your
can have
ass
it and
drinking
all.
that one.
Perfume in a bottle,
I think she means that in pink bottle. That gin.
Gin in general, no. If I wanted to drink something that tastes like perfume, I'll go to Super Drugs and
Hey,
buy
oh,
it.
I've got a choice between whiskey and gin.
Exactly, Scotty.
Can't
It
not
tastes
stand
too.
gin.
It
It's
tastes
horrible.
too.
Whiskey, gin, or turp.
Fruity, but I can't stand gin. No.
What was that?
This is
Whiskey, gin, or turpin? Did you just say?
Tracy said they're cake flavours.
Oh, it's like
No. Tracy's just said the cake flavours. So do you actually put that in a
that's just
cake
wrong.
to make it taste
said-
like gin?
Oh,
Right, I'll read it out.
Wow.
Mrs. Cuthbert's British Gin Liqueur,
this is
Parmesan Violet Cupcake, inspired by the Northern Yorkshire distillery with classic botanical gin and infused with flavours of Parma Violet and a touch of vanilla. 27%.
I don't
Well,
like plum
I can
violet.
tell you what to do with that. And listen to the bottom of the bin.
She says that, sirs, and she says you stick to whiskey.
At least whiskey tastes good.
Right,
In
I'll
my
try.
opinion, anyway.
I'll try a little bottle of whiskey now, but the whiskey's 20 years old.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's going to be good. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong with an aged whiskey.
I've never heard of a cake flavour, a gin cake flavouring.
As if you couldn't make gin taste even any more weird. You wouldn't find that
Right,
with
come on,
rum,
lads, you know
perfect
which one then?
flavoured rum. That's a
Which
crime.
one?
That'd be a
Which one?
crime.
Famous grouse.
Grouse.
Famous
Yes.
grouse all the way.
All the way.
Right, this is the one that's a 10-year-old that's 23-year-old. Hang on a minute.
Does that count in age with it just lingering about?
Still no. It's getting a bit thing. Got no start. Have you got any ideas, Scotty?
I cannot hear anybody.
We can hear him, but he can't hear us.
It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird because if you can hear us, well, we can hear him, but he can't hear us. That sounds like a speaker thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what Chris has just
does.
said.
Yeah,
That could be a speaker
But-
thing.
I don't know.
This is dated 2001.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Rob says he's not a fan of liqueurs, but soft liquor tinctures are awesome. Favourite is hazelnut and
I
cherry.
do like
Well,
a little
yeah, when I
chocolate, but
switched
yeah.
to YouTube, it's perfectly
Yeah.
Raphael. It's,
I do like
when I'm
liqueur
on StreamYard, I
chocolate.
can't hear nothing.
I've
We
had
can-
that.
Richard, everybody says it's your speakers.
What's that mean?
Peter,
Hang on. Hang on.
Anthony.
I got this. Hang on, I got this.
somebody else.
Lovely.
I've done the restart. I've
got whiteboard, Brent.
Hello,
Got-
Shandog. I've done the restart.
Hang on, it's terrible. Hang
I've
on.
done 2 restarts.
Anthony, you could get pissed to sniffing this.
Just don't
I know
get
you
it.
can.
He's done it
Dead
several
obvious.
times, Tracy, and it's
That decided working because of the green screen. It's gone anyway.
Oh dear. Woo.
That's good stuff, that famous grouse.
I'm blinking.
Can you feel yourself blinking is the question, though.
Ooh.
I can feel my eyeballs.
I've only got a pen, Tracy. I've got to find something to write on there.
I don't need this thermocouple. I'm warming up on it.
You heard me
Fixing
play,
that oven
'cause
for
I'm on the
once and
spider.
for all. If this does not fix this oven of mine, I'm booting it out the door.
The day that I've had, I need this drink.
What
Wow.
sort of day have you had?
Well, I'll put it into perspective here, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday
still
I had to
just
go
trying
down
different settings,
with
just
the
ignore
local
me.
primary school to do the
What about
war
now?
graves, which we do on twice a year. We do them. But this was the more prominent one because the town council comes along as well.
Try our speakers. Yeah, my speakers are working fine. If I go to YouTube now, my speakers work fine. I can hear you on
Oh,
YouTube.
that's definitely a
If I get you on
StreamYard thing
YouTube
then.
now, I can
That's the
hear you.
streamline thing.
Oh,
If I go to YouTube now,
I just thought something. Hang on.
go to stream. You can hear you.
Streamline thing.
There you go. That's perfect. Now I can hear you perfect.
Tommy
through
said, "Was
YouTube.
that-"
It's just StreamYard
Oh,
won't
But what
send
he
it
did,
through.
Tommy, is he actually
What?
live streamed through StreamYard's
It might
bit.
actually be a
Turn your green
StreamYard
screen
glitch.
off, Scotty.
That's that. I
About
did a
to.
restart and it cured it, but try another browser. Try another browser. Right, I can try another browser. Hang on, I'll do that. Right.
There
But
we
he
go.
did a live stream, but it was just him
Copy the link,
playing
copy it.
videos of
I'll
his,
try
like,
it,
his,
yeah.
when he's
Whatever
out
that's
with his
fine.
trains. So we went actually in the live stream himself, and it seems ever since then.
But yeah, like I was saying, in regards to what's been occurring. So we had the war graves that we did yesterday, which is
Yeah.
we do it in May and then we do it in October. The October one being the prominent one because it's the start of Remembrance. So
Yeah.
the kids lay remembrance crosses on the graves. Now I do the photography for it. That's why my photos are. And those that do photography will understand this one pretty well. I mean, anybody in their right mind will understand this. You're with kids, there's safeguarding involved, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all kids have to have photo permission.
Yeah.
Turns out those 2 kids, the school didn't know without photo permission.
Oh, very
So
good.
last night and this morning, I've had a right hash of it because I got informed by the time I got home, I got the email from the head teacher saying, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the group photo we took cannot be used. There was a child that we didn't know at the time, didn't have photo permission. So I was like, oh, great, okay. It's like, send over the other photos and I'll let
That
you
weren't
know.
your fault. That weren't your fault. You didn't know that.
Oh,
The
look.
thing is, the head teacher even phoned back to the office at the school because I didn't have the list with them to confirm. And the office was like, yeah, it's all good. They're all fine. Or, well, that's must be what they said, because obviously you would have been like, all right, this one and this, this kid can't have photo taken, that photo. That kid can't have photo taken. How about fair play? It's happened before, and it's usually avoidable because they just drag that kid.
Can't you just edit them that?
This is what I was trying to do, right? So he then responded back once the photos came through, and he went, this one and this one can't be used neither.
Hello.
So I was like, right. So then I go into detective mode, trying to figure out which child it is, because obviously he can't disclose the child it is. Again, safeguarding. So I'm trying to figure it out. Just like, I think it's that kid right there because he doesn't exactly look very comfortable when he looks a bit concerned. So I just like,
Tim, yes.
so I was like, right. One of the photos I really wanted to try to be able to get published because it's a wall grave with two cousins on. So you got a double name wall grave. That was one of the ones that he said no to. So I was like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop the photo so it's only the two kids, the mayor and the deputy mayor in the photo, and then resend it over. And unfortunately, there's more than one child. Clearly, that one of the kids on that wall grave picture was the other child. So I was like, fake. Because what I was going to try to do is, because I thought I figured out the kid and he was right at the end. So I was able to kind of edit him out and then move the Poppy Pill organizer over and move the, because one of the kids did get removed from the main photo.
Are you still on
Because
fire,
he went
Johnny?
to the head teacher and said something, and then the head teacher pulled him aside
I'm not
and
saying
asked
it's
him to
warm me up,
again,
but
of which I did so.
there we go.
Of which I did so. So I was like, okay,
Cooling down.
right, fair enough. But he's like, unfortunately, there's more than one. There's actually two kids. I was like, a bit of communication.
I'm only taking my
for
jumper
Pete's
off.
sake.
Yeah.
This is the first time.
First blowjob I've had for a while.
I've done it 5 times.
Leave it on.
Tim's warning us has only taken his sweatshirt off. Sorry. Scott.
I've just given myself a blowjob, but sorry about that.
He then went and he said that. I was like, oh, okay, fair
Quite
enough.
refreshing, that.
I tried
Quite
everything to try to get around it, but of course I couldn't. It was like a little bit of freaking communication doesn't go amiss. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know about what other people's opinions
Yeah,
would
but
be.
it's
But
like
back
this.
in my day, I'm not that old, really. I'm 27.
Yeah.
But back in my day, if there was a child who
1,
wasn't
2,
allowed to
3,
have their
4.
photo taken,
Yes, I can
and
hear
there's
this
an
time.
activity going on,
Hey, fucking
Hey!
and then
Yeah.
if there was a child,
I know Chris
photo-
has the mayor when he's trying to edit photographs and get right
No.
exposure and everything. But this is the thing, you've gave them your time and your professional.
that's not the end of the day's entertainment. Neither. It gets more entertaining.
Oh my
God.
God.
Right, continuing on with what I was
Hi,
saying
Colin K.
regarding the wall graves bit. Back when I was in school, if a child wasn't allowed to have their photo taken, they would then be removed from said activity if those photos evolved. So why on earth did the school,
Yeah.
because there's only been one time in the 5 times that I've done this trip with them, we've not had a single child having to be removed. There's only one time we had a full photo permission. It's like, you remove the kid because you know full well we're there. I've got my DSLR camera. It's pretty damn obvious. Photos are going to be taken. They're going to be published in the local newspaper. But no, they didn't.
But you see,
But then-
this is the thing, Scotty. Back in my day, there weren't no such thing as safeguarding, and
But yeah, exactly.
you didn't
But
need
it
your
was-
permission.
It wasn't as,
Yeah,
it
Jeanette, they couldn't
when
catch
I
you
was in
out
school,
with
it
a run
wasn't
with
as
a
fun as
box
it
on
is
sticks.
nowadays. And this is what's quite concerning, really, is the fact that, safeguarding is such a prominent thing now, and the schools let that happen. I'm just like,
That's it.
that's really worrying.
Smile,
Oh,
Jeanette.
that's an old camera.
Oh, the old brownie. Love her.
Richard.
So then there
That's
was,
the problem nowadays. Is
Happening.
this safeguard this and safeguard that, and
then the
you know what I
second
mean?
thing was the council. So
Got cases
we've got
for
this
them as well.
new Jobsworth, as I refer to her, who's
Yeah.
working at the council now. She's the events officer and assets thing, or something like that. Stupid title, whatever. So she's involved with all the events going on within the town. I've had dealings with her twice before, both with the street fair and armed forces. The street fair,
Yeah.
not myself, because I wouldn't even dare think of that, but the Poppy Peel organizer wanted to freaking lamp her one. She was right testing patience, sort of thing. And then
I mean, Gary's saying that they're probably in care and social
exactly.
don't want the parents to find them.
Exactly.
But,
That is a prominent thing. Yeah.
you know what I
Which
mean?
obviously the school's going to know this,
Yes.
so they're meant to avoid it.
Prior
no,
to
exactly.
go into
There's
that.
no reason for this to happen. Plus, it's not fair on the other kids because
Yeah.
there's one little girl there. I was chatting with her walking back, and she was over the moon and chuffed to bits the fact that she was going to be in the newspaper.
Oh, bless her.
So I told her that it would be published and everything. And, you know, I mentioned that every year the group photo gets put onto the website as well. So if she lets her parents know to search and told her what to search for, they could look back and see the previous years. And now that's not happened.
No. Did you change your mind about taking top off, Tim?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I'm going to say last time we seen him, he was taking it off. It's got to be a nightmare.
You can hear us.
It's got to be a nightmare. Yeah, we can hear you, Anthony.
And then,
I'm gonna bet him.
so we had this person going on. We had this person freaking going on about this. It's like, oh, can you change this with the order of service, that with the order of service? I was like, and I responded back because I don't like her anyway. She does me head in. I was like, there's no need to add the freaking road name for the park because the people are either when they get their order of service going to be at the park anyway or following the parade down from the school. So it's not a case of needing to have the road name on it because it's not a find the location situation.
Can everyone hear me?
Anthony's in a caravan with perfect internet and his brother's sat in an house with shitty internet.
Gary's saying exactly. Class teacher should have known before.
The class teacher wasn't even with. There's only a teaching assistant this one.
Johnny.
This is probably where it all went wrong. In a
Yes,
way.
definitely.
And then
I'm doing it off my phone.
So I then mentioned I approved it myself. I was like, yeah, that's fine now. And then I was just like, just for future reference, in the past,
Bob Bugger's changed 3 different
regarding the order of service, the hymns that we want. But this hasn't happened for a number of years. And then
what do you expect? He lives in Scotland.
Got all high and mighty. It was like, oh, well, my predecessor told me don't change anything. No. So I was like, all right, you little bugger. Here we go. Where's my folder? Here's the master copy of the order of service. Like, it says him, and all the other bits are obviously bits that don't change. It's like, have that in your pipe and smoke it.
Everything.
He's going to have to eat his words now, I'm telling you.
Gordo says, sadly, that's the modern PC world we live in. It's only going to get worse.
Exactly.
Too right, Gordo.
Which is why, before I go back down in May, I mean, this might not go to plan. I don't know. I might get a bit of again. I'll keep getting. I'll get always wins, yeah. It's always.
Well, you know what you're saying, Ghost Scotty. You can please some people.
But I'm just going to say to them, look, this is the situation. We had this happen in October. I do not want a repeat of this.
Yeah.
If a child has not got photo permission, why let them come along to do this that particular time when there is cameras prominent?
Yeah, exactly.
It is a risk, even though you may be able to control who, the kids that's not meant to have the photo. There's no saying they're going to end up cropping themselves into the back of one of the photos. And
they're crapped little buggers, aren't they? Hey-oh.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking year 6s here. Okay. So, they're year 6s in a primary school. So I was like, yeah, it's either that or if those I get told there's kids with no photo permission, my camera's going straight back in my bag and not coming back out. And they will not like that one because they will want their photos taken and put in the newspaper.
Of course they will.
And it'll be a situation of those other kids are going to go, you've ruined it for everyone. Thank you very much for coming along. Which is not the way I want to go about it because I don't want those kids that unfortunately can't have their photo taken for whatever reason to then get bullied
Yeah.
For the fact that they can't have their photo taken because, say, they're in care, or a parent has split and it's been an awkward divorce, or whatever be the situation, you know. So I am going to be mentioning to the head teacher before we go back down about this, because
just
that
put
could
all
have
your
gone
cards on table and just say it's going to happen this way.
that could have been an absolutely horrendous situation, because I
The
wasn't
only
going on
issue I
taking
have is I
photos.
don't like kids, except for my own.
I can't eat a whole one.
Johnny, just give me that pork, Johnny. I'll take my chances.
It'd be fine, Tommy.
I put the whiskey down for a minute.
It looks like some Arctic Lagoon, doesn't it?
Oof. Yeah, it's not good.
It's just a bit old.
It's either the bottles have
It
been
probably
set on the
doesn't-
side or something like that.
It probably doesn't help the fact that the bottle is so small as well, so it's going to have separated a lot quicker. I would imagine. Not that I know
Plus
anything about port.
Plus about
just drink the damn
25-year-old.
Goes down the
About
neck, sort of.
25
Feels good.
About 25-year-old minimum, Scotty.
Do they have to sign permission slips? Because Gordo says here's a suggestion. Why don't we get permission slips?
They do.
They
do have to
sign the
basically before the activity happens, the school sends letters home with the kids. As far as I'm
We
aware,
used
I
to
don't
get
know if they
that
do it.
tell them if they were like taking them
monthly
out
occurrence.
anywhere, or
I
they were
don't know
doing
if it's a
certain
monthly occurrence
activity.
thing, or if it's they do it at the start of the year, because it's
But
the
when they
same
do
class that
when
goes
they do the
every month.
Christmas thing at Keena's
Or term
school,
time.
they say that you can film the concert, but you're not allowed to put it on
yes.
social media at all.
They do have permission slips. So
Yeah.
obviously, if the child does not have photo permission, the permission slip,
Yeah,
their photo cannot be taken.
no. But it's like when
Basically,
Callum
that's
school,
somehow this
if they
time
were
slipped through the
going,
net.
if they were going out to do an activity, they'd send you a letter home and saying there might be a chance that, you know, your child might be filmed or have the photo taken, and that's where permission comes into play.
Even like
You
20
see,
years
even
ago,
growing
there
up
wasn't
as
that
a
many
kid,
people.
I was a right bugger, because there'd be a photographer coming in and I was like, "You're not doing that right." And I'm a kid. I'm just like, I remember there was this one time in primary school and it cracked me up. I mean, my response was golden with this one, right? So clearly they'd been doing the younger kids beforehand. I'd be year 4, year 5, something like that, right? And she'd kept her technique with the smaller kids involved, because obviously a small kid's not very got a very short attention span. They're not going to be looking at a camera, are they? So her technique was she had this piglet hairband she wrapped around the lens. I basically got the kid to look at it. She left that on and said, "Look at the piglet." I was like, "I'm not a freaking toddler. Take that stupid thing off." I turned around and just,
Oh dear!
"Oh, you're extremely rude." And she told the teacher,
Look at the bag
"You're
of pork
right.
scratchings.
These are freaking year 4s, year 5s, whatever I was.
Can
They're
you
not
hear
small
me?
kids."
Yeah,
But you
you
can.
can.
And the best thing about it,
No?
the photography
Oh,
company,
yeah, we can hear you. I'm going to put my
the best
camera
thing
on and
about
send you
it
some
is
smoke
that photography
signals.
company then had to come back in because every single one of those photos were out of focus. I think
Yeah,
she lost her
Richard,
job
if that
somehow.
don't fix my oven, it's going through window.
What's that?
I
It's done more
don't know
couple
why
for
it's
me.
playing up.
All right.
If that doesn't fix
All
it,
right.
Richard,
Nice,
an
Johnny.
Yes,
American
I think-
fridge going there instead.
I think,
It-
Gordo,
It looks
I
like
think, Gordo, that is what they
torture
normally do.
object, you know, where you still shove it where the sun don't shine.
Well, you prod it in the flame.
Just make sure it's at just at
That
the
is
tip of
very
the
true
blue
as
piece
well,
of the
Gary.
flame.
Yes. Like I said, it could have gone horrifically wrong if that
Yeah.
head teacher did not act as quick as he
There's
does.
only two things that can be wrong on it. If it still don't work after this, it can nap off.
You know,
What did you say, Richard?
that our fire when I used to live at home, our fire did that, and I had to buy a new thermocouple, and the
Yeah, the
tip-
fit out.
you just didn't have it in right position. The gas went off.
It tells the flame to keep going, basically.
That's the point of the blue tip. That's a hot part of the flame.
Pardon
Make sure
me.
it's on the blue bit.
Yeah,
and not the
Gary.
orange bit.
Yeah, Gary
Yeah.
said the school messed up as it could have resulted in the child getting removed
Exactly.
and placed in a new school. What
It
can we
is
hurry
just
up?
a
Yeah,
good thing of two certain things. The fact that the head teacher acted as quickly as he did, and the other thing being that head teacher knows me well enough. I've been doing this role for 3 years now. This is the 5th time I've been down to the school to do this thing, this event. That probably, like I said, it's twice a year that we do it, hence 5. And he knows full well I will not do anything until those photos have gone straight to him to get confirmed.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if he said the
Yeah.
kids have had photo permission. I double check anyway, because anything could happen. And then also with the whole situation, going back to what Gordo said regarding
Yeah, but his phone might be overheating.
having a yes/no thing, they do have that. I automatically, as soon as I get to the cemetery where we do the war graves, first thing I do is I go to the head or the teacher in charge and go, what's the stance on photo permission?
What the hell's going on with this
Double
internet tonight?
And
What
this
the
time
internet
round,
holding on?
the head teacher went, I will double check that as soon as possible. Obviously, he got the kids all assembled within the entrance, chatted with them, ran through all that, and then went to the teacher assistant that was there. Have you got the list?
Look like
So,
Santa
no,
when he put this
I
on.
haven't. There's where the problem is. No, I haven't got the list. So therefore, he had to go, have you got the school phone? Yes. Pass it here. Phones the office to double check.
What a
Office
5XL
clocked up
did
by
that
not
and it infuriates me.
identifying the children, basically,
It's
as far as I'm
massive, this stuff.
concerned. But yes. DBS check, yes, technically, but my DBS check is ran via a different thing I do, not via the Legion. That's where it gets a little bit confusing.
That makes no
The
odds.
DBS.
DB
I'm
check.
the only one that's actually been DBS checked within the branch.
And DBS, yeah.
But there is a thing where you have to sign a form saying if a DBS check is required, the Legion will do one just like that.
Yeah.
So you do have to sign that form now. They've only just very shockingly brought that into effect as of last year. I think there was an incident up north regarding something where a DBS check was required, and then it was like, yeah, we ain't got that in force. Maybe we should have done that before. Because when you think about it, with the Legion,
That's the first thing they should have done.
with the Legion, you're going into schools, you're dealing with the public, you're doing all these things. There needs to be that safety.
Mm-hmm.
And typical Legion, this is where I go on a little bit of a rant about the Legion, being stuck in 1921 rules as per normal.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. There's so many rules. I mean, up until recently, I've been stuck wearing that stuffy, not this particular one here. This is my poppet bill one. I will switch the camera off in a second to show that properly. We're wearing that all the time. We're doing fundraising in May, June time, wearing suits. We are sweating our what's-its off because we're stuck in suits. As of this year, we got... Now I've got to be quite careful with this bit. Oh, come here, you absolute idiot. Hang on. 1 second. Those that know where I live, but those that don't, I'm doing this. For
I know you're not close, so there's no chance of it right.
No, there is other reasons. I will not digress that online.
I just go, check out my file, man. Check out my file.
Crest there. You see? We have polo shirts with the Legion crest on it now. Which that I am wearing tomorrow to a funeral. And you're thinking, what? Blue? the Legion member passed away very suddenly. He only joined back in June. He was only 65 years old, and out of nowhere he just died.
Oh dear.
Just, and he's requested no black, no flowers, and no donations. So he had seen.
Well, if that's what he wants, then you've got to adhere to his wishes.
Yes. Yeah.
What's
So
happening with your internet, Tim?
And then we got.
I think he's getting blasted with Hurricane Babette or whatever it's called.
They're going to get it up Scotland, worse than us.
Pissing
On a red
down here,
warning.
out. Really pissing down now.
Who
Not
named
pissing
it
down.
anyway?
Yes.
Who named that one?
Didn't you Google it yesterday?
Yeah, it's named after a Dutch woman who was born in a storm in a lighthouse.
Oh, where do they come up with these names?
Exactly. That they were
honestly.
marking
Somebody famous in Holland.
Where the heck do they come up with these names? Babette.
What are they thinking?
She was born
What are they
You know,
thinking?
in Yorkshire, this weather's called the weather.
Yeah, same here. This is just a normal day in Lancashire.
Hey,
No.
Chucking it down.
Here in Yorkshire, Johnny, it's pissing it down with rain.
Yeah.
If you're not getting piss wet through or getting blown over, it's not
So he
Yorkshire.
was correct. It does say chocolate mint. I did see that further up in the chat.
Well, we're on about that earlier on. I mean, you can't call it a chocolate orange because it's not orange.
It does
So
say, literally, as you can see, it just says chocolate
Terry's
mint.
chocolate mint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I need to switch that off.
It's more like an Easter egg.
Hey, I bet I want both. I want a chocolate orange and a mint one for
There we
Christmas.
go.
Ooh.
And you're probably thinking, chuffing, how many bins are on that, aren't you?
Try going through a metal detector with that lot on.
Or
Yeah.
maybe not,
Yeah,
and definitely
Gary.
not an electric magnet either. I'll be stuck to the damn thing.
Gary's
No.
asking for a friend.
Yes.
So a Dutch woman was lighthouse a brothel.
That's,
Yeah, when
that one
lights
there
flashing,
is
you
my
know, it's just
dad's
nobody in.
regiment. So he was in RAF Bryce Norton. And
When
then
light
I've got
changes colour to red to get up them
VE75,
stairs.
Falklands Fort, a couple of years ago that was. D-Day 75, the Queen's
Bit risky
Jubilee
getting
one.
thrown against the
Not
rock
the very
which is
special
for a
one.
blowjob.
Gary says he's been to
Legion
some
100.
battlefields and graves around Normandy and Flanders.
World War One centenary, Battle of Jutland, Battle of Somme. Then I've got just a poppy wreath with a remembrance cross in the centre, the Legion crest, and then going from all the way down. From the bottom, we got number 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Other way around.
It
21,
is
22.
hammering it down now, Jeanette. I might run out. I might run outside and give the guy a quick sponge down.
Neil, you know when we were talking about mobile
Done that
phones
before,
and
yeah.
everything,
I've
right?
done that.
I was sorting some stuff out today and I come across my mum's old mobile phone.
Yeah.
And she'd even wrote a number on back, look. So she
That's one way to remember what your number is.
not a phone or anything, it's just your normal bog standard mobile phone.
Simple.
Tracy's brother cannot
Yes.
use a smartphone. He's got an old phone like that.
Was Gary, Battle of Jutland, I actually had a cousin that fought in that, and well, I can tell you exactly where he is. He's in the bottom of the North Sea.
Oh dear. But
Quite
yeah, going
literally,
back,
been sunk by a battleship.
oh dear.
Yes, I do make that joke
Going
about
back
it. I know
to
it's
the mobile
morbid.
phone issue, my mum couldn't even send text messages. That's how I sort of take the phone my mum with. I called her. In the Bible, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and they called it a disaster. Where I'm from, it's called the British summertime.
Bloody stupid, isn't it? During the hot weather, they said it was hottest ever, but if you went back to like 1997, it was hot. Yeah. And then now it's like, oh, we're all going to drown. It's a disaster, and it's just in British weather.
Oh,
Why is everybody freaking out?
The only time you've got to worry, Johnny, is if you see somebody building an ark, then you know you've got to worry then.
Well, bring me a bit more fencing. I was like,
How thou art there?
But yeah,
well, the animals can float 2 by 2 as long as
you and Gary can do it as a collab. You and Gary can build ark for us all.
You can have it built by 7 in the morning, then I can get to work.
Hey, at least I may be a little bit warm today, but at least I'm not as warm as I was this time last week. Whoa, hotel was hot.
Try some of that gin.
No, I'll stick to me proper Somerset stuff. Thatcher's A's. Thatcher's A's. Cloudy cider. Nom nom.
I used to drink cider in my 20s.
What are you laughing at?
Probably the way that I just said that, maybe. I don't know. Anybody notice that video that was put on Facebook? There's a right wurzel in that, there was. In fact, both of them, because I was the one that filmed Tim Punch in the Bag.
Gary says I don't do mornings. Neither do I, Gary, because I spend half at night a week.
I was going to start reciting a wurzel
I
song
wake
there,
up
but
3
it's
to
slightly
4
a bit
times a
dodgy,
night
so
and then
I
get up
won't.
at 7:30.
It could be interpreted the wrong way.
I'll definitely have to get up, otherwise she'll have to canoe to school.
Canoe.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
I found out if my electric scooter's waterproof.
Somehow I don't think it would be. But saying that, Teslas are somehow leading
You'll
to
have
the
to do what Richard does and like get a backpack for Keena, but put holes out for her legs.
Yeah.
Personally, I think with Teslas, they need to put an alert sound on it. Alert, alert, I'm driving a stupid electric car and it makes no noise. I'm going to run you over. Alert, alert.
And it's liable
I've got
to
more money and
fire.
sense. Yeah. Alert, alert, I've got more money and sense. And I'm probably going to be driving several hours.
What's going on
And then run out of
there?
battery and no one charge.
Camera off. Coming in a knocking trap here.
Get a room.
Yeah.
That's it. Now you.
I went, look, I'll take camera off. So shit, I got grabbed hold of her, I put camera back on. So, easy to squeeze.
See what Gordo's put.
I'm a lot stronger than Tracy as well, so she can't get away if I get hold of her.
They say fruit is good for bowel movement. They were not kidding whenever I used to get my orange phone bill.
That's a good one.
Have you been poorly, Tony? Tim's frozen.
Yeah, tell you what, it was too dark Saturday. I couldn't see Gordo. It's too dark. Couldn't see out the train window. Yeah.
Tim looks like he's doing
I was
like a
happy to get
Halloween
home, telling
pose.
you. Oof.
Is what? Looks like it's what?
Doing a Halloween pause then.
His internet is scandalous, honest to God. I won't even pay for that internet.
Oh, God.
And refuse to pay for it.
Oh, me hammer's too far away. I was going to say it was hammer. Too far away.
I hope it's back
Too much
again.
effort to go over there to go get it, because then the joke's over, isn't it? Darn.
In and out like a what's it at the
Everyone's
brothel?
elbow. Yeah.
You should set up a hotspot on your phone, Tim,
That
and
would
then
be one
link
way to
to your
drain
phone
your
from
yeah.
your laptop.
Pause again. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
That really works.
Tim, did
It's
you
like
get
the
that
Christian way
laptop out
last
of
night.
space
You were in and out like something not right.
That would be bloody sound. It was
Probably
unbelievable.
didn't even get that
I
sentence
did
then.
what Scotty did, and that I
Would you
opened a different browser. It worked.
Yeah, it's
Which one?
probably a sound glitch from the browser then. I've had it in the past, it's done that.
When
I
you
just-
finished,
it just came to
when you
mind.
finished, Richard, clear all your browser, all your cookies, your cache, and everything in it.
She's a good at Pete.
What's
It's obviously linking back to a StreamYard page that's failed.
Second dog wants to pee. Hey, good luck, Karen.
Richard, stop being tight. Upgrade from
Yeah,
AOL.
my dog was asking me jacket potato. But yeah.
Upgrade from AOL,
Jacket
Richard. Stop being
potato,
tight.
Gary Biscuit out in this lot. He'd look at it and say, no way, Jose. If you want, you go out.
Any sort of I
It's
win,
not
my
going
dog's
on.
like,
Richard's a bit tight with his internet. When it fires up, it goes, "Welcome to AOL."
you have now.
My mum's still got an
Actually, my
AOL
alert,
email.
no word of a lie. That is actually my alert on my phone from my emails. You have mail. It cracks people up every time it goes off because I'm like, you have mail. It's like, really? It's like, yeah.
No.
No comment, Tony. Sorry, I'm not commenting on that one. That's fucking comedy gold to me. Is that one? Sorry.
You're saying that, Tucker.
That is one app I was pleased to delete from my phone. As soon as that alert came on, like, you.
But
Tony, I love you, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
That is all I'm going to say about that situation. Is I was happy to delete that app.
Hey, Tony, can I have a free blowjob? Let me feel better.
What's my best mate saying thank you for? Oh yeah. I totally forgot I sent that message
chasing,
earlier.
Baby. He's chasing.
Chasing, yeah.
Oh, I will go in with
I'm off to a certain
I didn't say that. He won't wet cat if he's outside.
Yes.
This is I've got to laugh at Ron and Jesse keeps pinching his chewy bone, so instead if he can't have his bone, he'll chew her head.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, you see, Jesse is like what breed is she, Gordo? Like yeah. You know Dan Shepping.
Oh, Border Collie.
Yeah, something like that. But she's only
my dog's
my
dog's a half. My dog's a half Border Collie.
Oh, we've got another addition to family, Tony, since she joined us last time. Got another cat. Well, kitten.
I've not technically got a new cat myself, but it's kind of a street cat. It does have a home, but it doesn't go into the house because there's a load more cats and doesn't get. Seems that house isn't feeding it. So between us and one of our other neighbours, we're feeding the cat.
We've got one or two like local Facebook groups, and you'd be surprised at the amount of people that put messages in these groups saying, if you see such and such a cat, please do not feed.
Yeah.
Now, I was looking for a collar for Chase other day, and they got one with, like, in big letters, please do not feed me.
Yeah.
Border Collie. That's it.
We know
but yeah.
It's the fact that I think they've got about 12 cats in that house.
They did a video thing, didn't they? They put a collar on the cat and it turned out it went to 3 different houses.
Because
I mean,
he refuses to go in.
Plus, I mean, you know, when we got Tucker, he was removed from a house where she got 16 cats.
It could well be close to 16. I'm just anticipating. I'm just guessing here.
But the first 2 weeks when we had him, it was behind his sofa.
Oh yeah, that's.
And
but he used to hide his food all the time because he was in the house.
Yeah, I started off. I used to have to put his water and his food down here, and then I said to Chris, I'll leave it a couple of days and then I'll move it a bit further away.
You the size of Buddy, you know. He was in a house full of bigger dogs. He just got
I know
this particular Tucker were very, very protective of food, and I think that's why it's all over Chris like a rash, because he never got that TLC in that arsehole. Because you imagine trying to make a force at 16 cats, you just can't do it.
This particular cat, he gets fed by the house opposite the owner of the cat's house, and he comes round to ours and he sets the camera off every time he walks up the drive. It's like, oh, that cat's back, and he's just stood by the door going meow, meow.
We see that's a lot of cats. They are very sort of human orientated.
but
That cat of
he
mine
does
is up
want-
my ass.
yeah, it's
Up my ass.
we found out he was absolutely riddled with fleas. The other, well, yeah, just before I went away to
I've just done my
Manchester,
cat and dog.
we found out he was absolutely riddled with fleas. So, Mum managed to find some old flea treatment from one of our old cats.
We put that spot on
So
thing on the
Yeah,
neck.
this is the spray spot on stuff. But the spray bit wasn't working, so yeah, I had to undo the lid and just over him.
That's it.
We didn't like it, but at
This
least
is
he ain't
the
got fleas.
thing. I mean, like
He's trying to
Tucker,
come in the house.
when he
Yeah,
it's like a pipette thing that you put on back of the neck. We do,
Yeah, this was the spray version, but
yeah,
the spray
we
bit
do,
wasn't.
we do both cats and
No.
even
No.
even
wow, it is
We
banging
found
off
out
this
that he
window
actually
now.
had fleas
it
while
is.
I
It's
was away
absolutely
in
sitting it
Manchester.
down. You're not going out, Tucker, because it's absolutely
No.
wanging it down.
Yeah, the spray bit wasn't working. I come home and Mum was like, "Yeah, spray bit's not." Oh, for pity's sake, it wasn't working the other day. But he keeps trying to come in the house, but then he spots the dog. I was like,
Well, that
nope.
dog of ours, we got it from Durham because an old lady gave it to Anna. It were the girls she was seeing. It were her aunties.
Don't work this time.
House
I'm
full of dogs.
going.
All right.
Bit in and out,
Really?
Anton.
Can hear you very.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Tony, I mean, it were from her house with 16 cats, right? So she were moving, and she were only allowed 2 cats in the place that she were moving to. So all the rest had got to go. But it rather PDSA or one organised Cats Protection or something had been calling her ass on several occasions because they were breeding like rabbits. And they'd gone there several occasions saying, "You've got to have your cats neutered," but she refused. But when it come to her, she wanted to move. She contacted them and says, "Can you come and collect all these animals? I'm moving, blah, blah, blah." And she says, "Well, you didn't want us help before." So they arranged to have all these cats from her on one condition: the 2 that she got left, she had them both done before they take them.
Right.
So she agreed, and she had both the cats spayed and or neutered, or I don't know anyway. But she had, before they would go and take all the others off her, she got to have them 2 done, and Tucker were one of them.
But yeah, this cat keeps trying to come in the house and then spots the dog. Is like, okay, maybe not. Such a cute cat.
But yeah, all
Black with
our,
a little bit of white.
all our animals, dogs been done, cats, both cats has been done.
My cat's
We
bigger
can't
than my
have
dog.
another cat because our only cat we got now, she's horrible towards other cats. She's like, I was like, "You grumpy man."
Well, you see, when we had Chase,
We used to have other cats.
that's
before.
what Tucker used to do with Chase. But Chris did a video on them yesterday and got an old sofa outside, and they were curled up together on sofa.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
at
she's
one point, Chris said Chase were licking Tucker, so they obviously going on a bit better
the
than
weird
what
thing
they were.
about it was the fact that
It's
Mischief
setting the
was the
hierarchy,
third
isn't
that we
it?
had.
Who's the boss and who
We
isn't?
had 2 cats before we had her, because Mischief was your mum's 40th birthday present. So we've had her for a few years now. And then we had to get rid of one of the cats, unfortunately. Basically, she was quite a skinny cat. And what ended up happening was we just kept getting the RSPCA around. Because I was like, "Oh, your cat's underweight." No, she's not. She eats freaking out of house and everything. She's bleeding gannet in herself, that cat, telling you. Would
So
not stop.
obviously, there was something
But
wrong.
she was just really skinny. And we kept telling them that, and we kept getting it on a constant basis as such. You know, we get it at least twice a year or so. And Mum just got sick and tired of it. It was like, fine.
Yeah, but this is the thing,
that.
Scotty. Cats can
Fed up with it. Exactly.
suffer from thyroid problems just like us human beings. And and that
Yeah.
that that's where the problem lies. They
Yeah.
can suffer with thyroid
Mhm.
problems, and no matter
Plus,
how
if you
much
got a place where there's quite a few
Yeah, it
cats,
just
they
got
can
to a point where I was
inbreed.
like, well,
There might be
all
inbreeding
this,
as well into
so
a lot
we
of
just-
cats. So,
it got to a point where Mum was just sick and tired of it because it was a regular occurrence. It was like, just take her. I'm fed up with this, you know.
yeah,
They're not
Yeah.
offering to even, they wasn't even offering to go, look, we'll help you out here and take her to the vets for you. Because obviously we got no transport to actually get her there. They didn't even offer. They were just making us feel
Yeah.
bad about it. So
Yeah,
just take her. So we ended up with just 2 cats, and then
I don't know, every time
my
my mum
cat,
gets a cat,
because
she,
he only used to come to me when he was little.
Yeah.
Smokey, he unfortunately had to be put down
Did,
because he had
did you say
loads
your
of
mum's got a cat, Richard?
yeah. I mean, she's had little cats all life, but every time she gets a cat, she turns them into a Persian. I don't know if she does it.
A what?
Persian cat, yeah. She gets some short-haired cats, and when they've lived with her for a year or so, they turn into Persians. Every single damn one. We don't know why it happens.
Yeah, and now I've only got 3 bearded dragons. I'm down to 3 now because unfortunately our favourite. You should really have favourites, but our favourite one, he passed recently.
But this is another thing. You know, when Chris went out to Saddleworth Moor, you know, Moor's near Saddleworth Moor,
Right.
Moor's murderers.
That's where I recognise that name. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it were gone quite a while because it was quite a drive out there, and they were out there and they did about 5 mile. Anyway, while they were gone, all Biscuit were doing were throwing up all the time that Chris were gone.
Yeah.
So we've just, I mean, it's been as right as rain since. So it's, I mean,
They've been on all those medications and all that as well, haven't they? Might have just been having an off day.
well, that same as I said to Chris, it could be the fact that he's on steroids, right? And the fact that he's working himself up into yeah.
But he's only got one eye now as well. His anxiety levels might be more than they used to be.
Yeah. So I mean, it's sent like his anxiety went through roof.
Especially when he's got a little zippy cat flying past him as well.
It was making his anxiety.
And he pooed on the.
Yeah, well, I weren't going to mention that, Callum, but now you've mentioned it. But hey ho. But yeah, it weren't. You see, that's part of Callum's trouble. He ain't got a filter.
I didn't know you were going to keep it secret, didn't I?
Yeah, he ain't got a filter.
Oh, I put the bleeding blur on. Hang on, that's why it's not working.
Shall I tell him you studied it as well?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, lovely. Been there, done that. It's disgusting.
Right. Anyway, Chris's pet ate his vomit. So obviously, I'd gone round. I'd gone with spray and cleaning it all up. But we didn't know. Ooh.
That's the old American one, and it's coming back out this Saturday. I haven't done any RC racing since April. I'm returning.
But anyway,
so that's gonna be fun.
So yeah, unbeknown to us. Anyway, so Chase started sleeping in the spare bedroom. So this particular night, not last night before, Callum had gone in to see if Chase were in the spare bedroom, and he put his foot in it. Now he thought it was sick, and Chris had seen it, and he thought it was sick.
Oh, yeah.
So I get the toilet roll and cloth and everything, and I went, "This ain't sick." I says, "It's shit." So he says, "You mean to tell me I stood in a pile of shit last night?" I went, "Yeah." I says, "What you thought was sick? It ain't sick." I said, "It was shit."
I can do exactly the same thing. Put my foot
There's
out.
an old Willie's Jeep.
And And it
That
shit
was
right
in the
to
local
bed, I think.
carnival. But that Willie's Jeep is not very far from me. Just over there, across the road.
Oh, yeah.
It's my neighbours.
Anyway, when I gets up that next morning,
Oh, can you do me top, please?
I goes in the bathroom and there was this towel on the floor and it were absolutely wet through. So I says, I ain't done no with it. I says, it's got to be Callum. Anyway, we had story next morning. He says, I stood in that last night. He says, and I tried to wash my feet. He says, and that's white towels wet through. But anyway, so yeah, so Callum was the unlucky recipient of shit between his toes.
Yeah.
I've been there. That's happened before with me when I was on holiday.
Luckily, I've never had the pleasure, but hey ho, somebody's got to do it, haven't
I
they?
beg to differ about the pleasure bit, but yeah.
Did you hear that?
What happened for me was I was walking down.
Chris has just said, yeah, Callum took one for the team.
Yeah, what ended up happening with me was I was on holiday in Cornwall. I went to one of the beaches there. You have to walk, you have to go down this cliff to get to the beach. So I was walking down the cliff with the dog. She wasn't on the lead because there was literally no other dogs there. And to be fair, she probably would have dragged me all the way down the damn thing. So, I'm walking along, la-di-da, dog's kind of trotting on ahead, then stopping, turning around. Oh, you're still with? And keep going, checking on there. Walking along, and then what on earth was that? Bear in mind, I'm barefoot because this is a sand path. Look down, oh, for really? You dirty munters, right between the toes. So then I'm hobbling down this path of the beach. I'm about halfway down. I kind of got as much of it off my foot as I could in the grass that was on the side. I'm kind of hopping down and straight to the sea. And the dog's like, you bugger off, you think I'm following you? Turns out she's scared of the sea. But yeah, I was like, oh,
yeah.
Really? And then I
I'm glad it was Callum and not me.
I came back up the beach, very quickly realising the dog was not enjoying it.
Are you ever done it, Richard?
And then
Sorry?
my mum and dad.
Have you ever done it stood in shit?
Yeah, 4 o'clock one morning I was going to work. And we ran the first top of the dog. And it was only a puppy, a West Island white puppy, and it shit right outside on my side of bed on carpet. It must have only just done it.
What is it?
It's still warm.
Yeah.
Back up.
So you swung out of bed, straight in some shit.
I had to hop to the bathroom and with shower hose on my foot.
I wish I had a shower at hand when that happened to me.
Shower down and reach your foot.
Yeah.
Clean
so I'm walking back up this cliff, back up to where the car park is because it's up the top.
Crypto's been there and done that. Up into the bathroom.
Absolutely horrendous.
I remember Crypto telling the story of that one.
Bubbling up and it was still warm.
Tony said blood and vomit don't bother him, but yeah, that vomit is the only, because Chris says, he says, well, if I don't know it was shit, he says, I'd have cleaned it up. I says, yeah, right, put other one, it's got bells on.
Who ate pet vomit?
Your dad doesn't like vomit, full stop.
Yeah, but what happened? Like, who ate the vomit?
You see what Gordo's put? He says, have you ever noticed after stepping in dog shit, you can moonwalk better than Michael Jackson?
Oh, yeah. I don't know about Michael Jackson. I look like Michael Flatley.
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible it were.
But I've that's one thing I've never done. Stood in dog shit.
Well, I have.
Fortunately, where I'm now.
I got up the top of this cliff.
Off the bucket list, Callum.
My face is probably like being slapped around a bit, and Mum and Dad was like, "What's wrong with you?" I just stood and I was not best impressed. Although that
I don't know whether it's cost Biscuit's only got one eye now, but his hearing is you know, I mean, Gordo will probably know what I'm talking about. We reckon he had something wrong with his ears because he was like shaking his head all the time. Well, now his ears is actually sticking up, whereas before they were like drooping.
Oh, that's just what you call bad luck.
Standing in the shit, Terry. You know,
Oh,
shit on one foot and vomit on other.
that is called bad luck. That.
You'd have to actually, you'd somehow have to levitate to the toilet if you did that.
You have to walk on your heels.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Or learn how to do a handstand.
Yeah, do a handstand to bog. Oh,
Yeah.
God, no.
That's got to be terrible, Terry. You know, standing in shit and then start putting other foot in sick.
Yeah.
But yeah. Ooh.
I know when I used to live at home years ago, when I was only about 10, and my mum's cat shit on my brother's bed. Oh, apple. Dirty grape turd right on his quilt. And then about a week later, it scooped his fish out at fish pond.
Oh dear.
My mum's there. She says, when he comes home, he'll kick that cat around bloody house. He will if he says this. So she's there, propping fish back up in fish pond with twigs to them for a
Yeah. Another thing that happened on that same.
Pretending it hadn't happened.
And he says, bloody hell, he says, the fish are dying a lot recently. They were already dead. He didn't realise.
Yeah, on that same holiday, something else happened, which I could not stop laughing. It was mean, but it was funny as the fact it happened. So we were staying on this campsite. We had a static caravan that we were staying in. I took the dog for a walk in the field adjacent to it. And it leads into the field leads into another field. You've got to go over this sty to get into the other field. And I was walking with another person on the campsite that I made friends with, and they had this tiny dog. I don't know what breed it was, but it was called Haribo.
Shih
What
Tzu.
a strange thing. Could well have been. I don't think it was. It was more like a scruffy terrier thing, I think. I mean, it was a long time ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Could well be. It was a long time ago anyway. And we're walking along. We're both walking along with the dogs. And then we get to this sty. There's a sort of sty, but it's kind of a step-in one where there's a water trough in the middle. That bit's important. So my new friend with his Haribo dog went over. Now the dog goes around the sty because there's this massive gap between, not big enough for livestock to get through, but enough for animals, a dog to get through. To go through. So he went over it, stepped over it, and the dog went round. I go over, and Jess, the intelligent dog she is, decides, oh no, I'm not going to go the same route Haribo is. I'm going to follow you. So she gets her feet up on it. I'm just like, this is not going to go right, is it? I think nothing of it. I'm just like, oh. She figure she can't do that and go round the same way Haribo did. So I've gone over. I'm waiting for her to go over. She's put her feet up. She's got her feet in the centre. Goes to get her other feet in. Slides straight into this water trough. Me and my new friend erupt in laughter because the dog's just done that. And then you just see the dog looking in the trough like, you're not going to get me out then? Fine, I'll get myself out.
Well, my sentiment says B, you got yourself in there so you can get out.
The problem being was the water was really stagnant and it pen and inked. And I mean it. We continued to walk anyway with a very stinky, wet dog. More stinky than a normal wet dog. Still creasing ourselves with laughter, trying to calm ourselves down, probably going really red in the face. And then we walked back to the holiday.
But what you didn't realise, you got bath dog when you got back.
No, wait for it. We got there. My friend came with me with Haribo. And I'm trying to calm myself down and stop laughing. I finally managed to do so. I knock on the caravan door. The door gets opened. And as soon as the door opened, I'm erupting with laughter again. Jess had a predicament. She had an accident. What sort of accident? well, she's a bit stinky and wet. She fell in the water trough. She's like, oh, Bob, Mum's like, oh, for Pete's sake, I'm going to have to wash the dog in the caravan shower.
Oh dear.
It was just so funny the way it happened because she just looked at me like,
Hey, we had
help me
a
out.
funny situation today with Chase. Well, right up we're back behind where I done my baking, there were a carrier bag on top there. So Chase thought it were a good idea to get inside this carrier bag. Well, there's like some envelopes. So slowly I could see these envelopes sliding off.
Been there.
So anyway, I went,
My cat's done that a few times.
Quick, look. And next thing you know,
oh, mine's a bit backwards of the cat.
Yeah, it fell down behind recliner in this carrier bag.
Yeah.
So Chris says, well, I ain't going, breaking my neck trying to get him.
That reminded me of another funny story.
I said, and that was what exactly what Chris said. He says, well, he got himself into that situation in the first place so he can get himself out of it.
Yeah.
But
My cat has a habit of sitting on the coffee table, right? It's a common thing. She got it off one of our previous cats, I'm sure of it. And she sat there and then she looked you dead in the eye, go, and knock everything off the table. Like, it's true what they say, cats can be assholes. But no, something which happened, which Mum told me about this morning, I think it was, and I was absolutely laughing. So I think it actually happened last night, in fact. Now, the cat typically likes to sleep on the back of the sofa. As soon as she's asleep, she's like a log. Boof! Passed out, she ain't moving. Right? So Mum comes in this morning, and it was like, the cat was on the back of the sofa when she went to bed. She comes in this morning into front of me. I was like, where on earth is the cat? I'm sure she would be still on the back of the sofa. She's usually got her freaking head backwards and all that like cats do. And just hears a meow. He's like, where on earth are you? She only must have fell off the back of the sofa in her sleep. Straight down the back of the sofa bed.
But that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Just more disorientated of, how on earth did I get down here?
You could like literally see with Chase what were going to happen. You could see these envelopes sort of teetering like that, and then all of a sudden, carrier bag and Chase start back at recliner.
Oh
yeah, Gordo's got black Alsatian, and for some reason he don't like his lad. He'd have him if it were Gordo.
Yeah, this was another golden cat moment. This was one of our old cats. This cat I grew up with. We lived in this flat. This is the flat I was born in, and it was a 3rd story flat, I think it was. Obviously, this is long before Mum becoming disabled and all that. And the cat's in the bathroom window, asleep. Falls out of said window straight to the ground. Now, cats normally land on their feet, right? All 4 feet. Not Tufty. All 4 feet and chin, bang! So he permanently had this face of. He always looked grumpy because he broke his jaw.
His name's Ronnie, and he says he's like a proper guard dog. Well, Biscuit is part Golden Shepherd. He couldn't guard a cobweb. It couldn't. He's no more a guard dog than what I am. You know what I mean?
I got some good ones, Gary. I've always had stupid animals.
Callum, just look at Biscuit.
I think it's a requirement for my house, to be fair.
It's all right. Chase is messing about around Callum. And I don't know whether Callum's messing about with Biscuit. But he does this thing, and this is like his nervousness and his anxiety.
Chase was drinking out of his bowl.
Yeah, but it's water.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Anyway, he sits there and you can see him going. Puts his cheeks out. And Chris has just said, well, Chase were drinking out of Biscuit's
Like this.
water bowl.
Mum,
And
Yeah.
that's what I said, it's just water.
Mum, but it's his bowl. Mum, you know when it, look, when it does like this?
When he like puffs, he goes like that, you can see him doing it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when it's like,
So,
There's the DSLR.
look how. What, you think
but,
about
I'm
uh,
going to get off
Well,
the next. I want to
I
grab
don't
a
know.
drink.
okie dokie then, Johnny.
Catch
See
you
you later,
later.
Johnny.
I'll see you later, Johnny.
Bye.
Bye,
See you
Johnny.
later.
Bye.
Let's go.
I can't.
See you later.
Don't
Yeah.
leave him, Callum. He wants to play. No, Biscuit. He's playing.
Crumbs. Where do I put that to? I
I
just had a bit of a minor panic. The door is open on that, meaning the SD card in it. I was like,
Hey,
oh, crumbs. Where will I put that?
time.
There it is. It's in the card reader. I was like, oh, no, what have I done with that? I need that next week.
Gordo says no body cap, bad boy. Yeah, Chris has got. He's even got.
I do have them. It's just not on it because it normally lives in.
I was just thinking that. In fact, it looks like you've got a smudge on that mirror. You can see if you look inside it. That looks like there's a fingerprint on it.
That got cleaned yesterday. Thank you very
Colin,
much.
by the way.
It's fine. Normally, it's in my bag. The thing is, if I put the body cap on it, typical me, I totally forget. Go to put the lens on it. I go, oh, yes.
Why is it all black? Yeah, but
Yeah,
Chris is very
probably start
protective of
putting the
his.
body cap on it. I
Yeah.
think I do have one
Chris is
Time I
very
somewhere.
swapped the lens
protective
on
of his.
mine, I used to hold it
Sure it is.
facing downwards all the
I
Yeah.
time.
actually know if one came with this one, come to think of it. I know I had one from my old.
But yeah,
DSLR.
Chris is very protective of his camera. He's got, you
Yes.
know, caps for all his lenses. He's even got
Oh yeah,
like
they're all on me. Thing. I just don't know why the body cap
been
one's not on.
invested in like filters for it as well.
I'm gonna have to double check that bag. Hang on 1 second. I'm sure it's probably in there. Oh, crumbs. This is going to be extremely awkward if the body cap's not in the case now, isn't it?
But
I know it used. I've got a black bag. There's a reason behind that. The reason the black bag's in the bag is because I use that to protect my battery powered speaker I've got.
Oh,
It's here.
somewhere.
Maybe. Hang on, I'm confused here. Where on earth's that? Oh no, don't tell me I lost that. The rear cap for the sodding
Hey, oh,
lens.
Chris has lost one of his before and retraced his
Oh.
steps for about a mile, and he'd find it.
No,
on
if
foot.
I've lost that, that's going to be
It's
somewhere
that it's
down the
lost.
cemetery. That is. Oh no.
He
all
couldn't
right,
find
though.
it, Callum, and he
It's
knew
all
it
right.
when
That
it when
particular lens has its own separate case.
But yeah,
Where
he,
have I put my
he knew
number
it-
5
it-
o'clock?
he knew he'd had it,
That's a good point.
you know, previous
brilliant.
on that same Martin. So
Have
we
I-
just, like went
Have I
back,
been a complete idiot?
retraced his
Oh.
steps, and found it.
I know I've got the body cap somewhere. Oh, what have I put that to? That's a good question. That's probably why it got all dirty last time, to be fair.
Yeah, Gordo's got, yeah.
I do normally
And
have.
you could mention Gordo was. He were a professional photographer at one point. So
Oh, I'm going to have to freaking find the box for the original DSLR because I know I've got at least 2 body caps lingering in that. For some reason, they sent 2 with the bleeding thing.
Chris was looking at some Gordo, and he said, because he says, "Oh, I really need such and such a lens," and I went,
Crumbs.
well, how much are they? And they were looking, and he says, well, a cheaper one is like £1,000. I went, oh.
Bloody expensive.
So he says, well, he says, some of these on this site, he says, are about £3,000. I went, yeah, you'd be lucky to get one at £1,000 in mine, £3,000.
I will find the damn thing. I know it is here somewhere.
Anyway, I'm going to shut it down because
Yeah, I'm going to bed, me. I'm absolutely knackered.
And I'll see you again on Saturday evening.
Oh, bloody hell, actually got me then.
So thank you for Tim for trying to get on the live stream, Richard for trying and eventually getting on, Johnny, Scotty, and Anthony.
Right, Gordo.
Oh, I'll see you all on the next one, guys. I'll be live again Saturday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Does it always don't play my end? This pot.
Piss pot.